7 days. That's all it took for my ex-husband to replace me. 7 days after our divorce, he stood at the altar again, smiling, confident, untouched by everything we had lost. People said, maybe he moved on. Maybe he found someone better. But when I saw her face, everything inside me froze. Because she wasn't new. She wasn't perfect. And she definitely wasn't random. I knew her. Not from his world, but from mine. A girl from the back of my high school class. Invisible. Mocked. Forgotten. The kind of girl people never remember. Except I did. And now, she was standing in my place, wearing the life I thought was mine. But what no one knew was that her beauty wasn't natural. Her confidence wasn't real. And her love, it wasn't love. It was something much darker. Something planned. Something built over years. And in that moment I realized, this wasn't just a new marriage. This was a long, silent game. And I had just become the final piece she removed. But what she didn't know was, I still had something she never expected. The truth. And this time, I wasn't going to stay silent. My name is Hania. And a year ago, I believed I had a stable, loving marriage. 3 years with Aram. We weren't perfect, but we were real. At least that's what I thought. Until one sentence changed everything. I think we need space. It sounded temporary. Harmless. But that space turned into distance. And that distance turned into silence. And then, divorce. No major fight. No clear explanation. Just an ending. Cold, quick final. I spent days trying to understand what went wrong. Was I not enough? Did I miss something? But I never got answers. Only silence. Exactly 1 week later, I got a message from a friend. You need to see this. Attached was a picture. Aram, dressed in a suit, standing next to a woman in a white dress. Married. Again. 7 days. 7 days was all it took for him to build a new life. But that wasn't the part that broke me. It was her face. I saw her 2 days later in person. Confident. Elegant. Perfect. But my heart dropped. Because beneath the flawless skin, beneath the sculpted features, I recognized her. Yesha. The quiet girl from high school. She used to sit in the last row, avoid eye contact, never spoke unless asked. People laughed at her, ignored her. She was invisible. But I remembered her. And now, she was everything she once wasn't. That's when something felt wrong. This wasn't coincidence. So I started digging. Old classmates. Social media. Archived photos. And what I found was disturbing. Over the past 5 years, Yesha had completely transformed herself. New name, new face, new identity. But the biggest shock, she didn't randomly meet Aram. She knew him long before he knew her. One night, while going through old storage boxes, I found something unexpected. A notebook. Old. Worn out. It was hers. She had left it in class years ago. And somehow, I had kept it all this time. I never read it before. But now, I needed to. Every page had one name. Aram. She wrote about him constantly. How he smiled. How he talked. How he existed like someone out of her reach. But one entry stood out. One day I won't be invisible. One day he will see me. Even if I have to change everything about myself. That's when I understood. This wasn't love. This was obsession. She didn't just fall for him. She built herself for him. Piece by piece. Year by year. And when she was finally perfect, she stepped into his life. And I was just the obstacle she needed to remove. I could have exposed her immediately. Told everyone the truth. But I didn't. Because I wanted something better. Something quieter. I met her. Face to face. I know who you are, I said. For a split second, her expression cracked. Then she smiled. I was wondering how long it would take. She wasn't scared. She was prepared. And that told me everything. So I didn't attack her. I didn't argue. I simply waited. Then one day, I handed Aram everything. The notebook. The past. The truth. At first he laughed. Then he read. And slowly, his face changed. Confusion. Shock. Fear. Because he realized. This wasn't love. He had been chosen. Designed. A few weeks later, their marriage ended. Quietly. No drama. No explanation. Just like mine. And me. I didn't scream. I didn't celebrate. I just walked away. Because sometimes the strongest revenge isn't destroying someone. It's showing them the truth. And letting it destroy everything they built.